Guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Georgina, aka Mrs. Underscore Jacobs with a Z at the end. So guys, welcome. This is my first video on YouTube in a very long time solo, so by myself. And I really wanted to use this opportunity to kind of do a welcome me to YouTube video, introduce myself to you, and kind of give you a better insight as to what you can expect from my channel and the type of content that I will be dishing out. However, let's get into some interesting facts about moi. So first things first, my name's Georgina, as I mentioned to you, Georgina Jacobs, which is actually my government name. So the Mrs. Underscore Jacobs with a Z at the end is actually my Instagram handle, plug, so you can follow me. And the reason why I came up with that name is because, guys, I did not realize how many people in the world are called Mrs. Jacobs. So the Mrs. Jacobs and Georgina Jacobs was also taken. So I've had to revert and change my name to at Mrs. Underscore Jacobs with a Z at the end. So in terms of, I suppose, me, I'm 32 years old. I am a Capricorn. I was born on January the 17th, and I just so happen to share my birthday with some very famous people. So the first one is Mrs. Michelle Obama, and the second one is, God, what's his name again? I'm the world's greatest. Muhammad Ali. Also, I am married, so I've been married for, it's going to be my 6th year wedding anniversary in a couple of weeks. I was one of those girls who married their college sweetheart. So yes, I've been with my husband since I was 16, and I've also got a beautiful baby boy who is 3 years old, who is absolutely gorgeous and I love with all my heart. So that's a bit about me and my family. What else can I say about myself? So I didn't even tell you. So I am from, it makes sense to tell you where I'm from, right? If I'm kind of explaining who I am, my name, my family, and blah, blah, blah. So guys, I live in London, which is in the UK. So London, UK. I am originally from Nigeria, which is in the west of Africa, which is probably, I believe, the most popular country in Africa, and probably actually one of the most populated countries in Africa as well. Interesting facts about myself. So my favorite color is blue. I love wearing blue. I love white. I love black. I mean, who doesn't like black? I love pink. I still like to consider myself a bit of a girly girl. I love flowers. And those are the sorts of things that I love. Guilty pleasures. Guilty pleasures is a good one. So guys, I have got a terrible guilty pleasure. My guilty pleasure is ratchet reality TV shows. So I watch everything, like everything, guys. I'm trying to think what I don't watch. Well, I can't really tell you what I don't watch because I more or less watch everything. So let me just give you a list of what I watch. So I watch Housewives. So Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Dallas, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Real Housewives of New York. That's a new one. New Housewives of New Jersey, New Housewives of Beverly Hills. Did I say that already? Okay, probably did. New Housewives of Orange County, Growing Up Hip Hop LA, Growing Up Hip Hop New York. What else do I watch? Love and Hip Hop, Love and Hip Hop New York, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop, what's the other one? Miami, Love and Hip Hop LA. Oh my God, they've got so many franchises. I didn't even realize that. What else do I watch? Kardashians. Goodness, the list is endless. And guys, I've even started to kind of watch all the terrible soap operas, Tyler Perry stuff. So the things like the Haves and Have-Nots, Sisters. Oh my God. So all these shows with the terrible wigs and the terrible acting, I'm addicted to them. And guys, it's a guilty pleasure because I feel like it's kind of like a de-stressor for me. So at the end of my long working week, it's just kind of nice to kind of relax and just laugh at stupidity almost. And I tell myself time and time again, every single year when I clock a new age, I'm always like, Georgina, you need to grow up. You're not going to watch these things anymore. Stop watching them, blah, blah, blah. They don't edify you. They don't do this. They don't do that. But it's like, I can't help it. So yes, reality TV, wretched reality TV is my guilty pleasure. Um, fears. Fears. What am I scared of? Guys, I am frightened of birds. I'm absolutely frightened of birds. Hate them. So I'll tell you where this fear stemmed from. When I was younger, I think I was probably in either nursery or reception. I was very young, so I was between the ages of 4, 5, yeah, 4 or 5, one of those ages anyway. That's when you're in primary school or reception. So I was 4 or 5, and I went on a school trip, which was to a place called, I think it was Margate, which is kind of like a seaside, or I wouldn't say seaside, but like a seaside resort, I suppose. So it must have been in the summer when we went, because yes, we were able to go to the beach. And I was sitting down with my friends, my school friends, my nursery mates, whatever we were. And I remember I was eating a ham and cheese sandwich in a brown paper bag, the way how they used to pack it up for you in primary school. I was eating my sandwich, and out of nowhere, guys, out of nowhere, a big seagull came and nipped my sandwich and took it off, and like took it out of my hand basically. And then it brought like basically its cousins and its friends, and they literally were flapping their wings all around me. So my first reaction was to, obviously my sandwich was gone, was to throw the rest of my lunch, as dramatic as I am. So I threw my lunch on the floor and I went running down the beach, like running down the beach. And next thing I hear is my teacher just screaming, or the key work, or the teaching assistant, like, Georgina, where are you going? Where are you going? And basically, guys, I just ran. I was so scared. And up till now, guys, up till now, I am traumatized. Whenever I see a seagull, a pigeon, any kind of bird flying, guys, I walk on the street like I walk on the street literally looking in the sky. Like there's a bird going around, I'm like looking all over the place. Guys, I am looking all over the place, because, and plus they poo from the sky. Seagulls are disgusting. What bird poos from the sky? A seagull. Absolutely disgusting. So yes, still hate them. So guys, I really would like to tell you that this is the first time that I've attempted to do YouTube. It is not the first time I've attempted to do YouTube. I actually made a YouTube video probably around, I had a YouTube channel actually around 6 years ago, 6.5 years ago. And I released 2 videos. So yes, I wasn't very consistent at all. I wasn't consistent at all. I mean, I only released 2 videos, and I stopped recording my videos then, because I don't think I was there mentally to kind of put myself out there to the world. I was very young. I was very young. I was in my early 20s. I don't want to say I was having identity issues, but I was really trying to figure out what I wanted to do with myself. I also had a lot of stress from uni. I didn't really enjoy uni. I liked the aspect of, like, obviously getting to know people and meeting, getting to know people and whatnot. But I didn't actually enjoy being away from home. I mean, to the point where I changed unis 3 times, and I only actually ended up enjoying uni once I was living back in London again. So yes, it was terrible for me. So technically at that time, it just wasn't the best time for me personally to have a YouTube channel. And plus, guys, trust me, comparison is a thief. I was so concerned about what people were going to say. I was in that time, or that period of my life, where validation was extremely important for me. I cared extremely about what people thought of me, my personality, etc. I felt like I had to kind of mold, and I was quite pretentious because I thought I had to live up to this expectation. Whereas now, guys, I mean, I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm just going to do this. I have a lot to say. I enjoy to talk. I like to share my thoughts. So why not bring it to YouTube? And I actually started to do some videos recently on Instagram, and I didn't want to continue doing it on Instagram because Instagram is quite hierarchical. If you can only upload a video on Instagram if you are verified with that blue tick. And your videos can only be up to 15 minutes if you're just a normal person. So again, I felt like Instagram was really interrupting my writing. I wasn't able to say as much as I wanted to say. I had to edit like literally so much in order to make 14 minutes, 59 seconds in order to get that 15 minutes. It was just crazy. So I just thought, you know what, this is long. I'm just gonna go on YouTube. I'm gonna release my videos via YouTube, and I don't have those restrictions. So yeah, that's why I'm here. And oh, actually, a big part of me that I didn't tell you about is I'm actually in a podcast, or I've got a podcast, shall I say, which is called
And on that note,
And on that note, ding. So yes, guys, I have got my own podcast, and I co-host it alongside I host it alongside three of my very good friends. We've had our podcast now for over a year. We are available on various platforms. So we are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and we are also on YouTube, and we are also on Instagram. So make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe, and all of that jazz. And that kind of prompted me to do this, or to do this whole create my own YouTube page and etc., and kind of have these conversations with you guys today, because I used to record weekly with my friends. We used to record our podcast weekly, and because of quarantine, self-isolation, social distancing, and all of that jazz, we have not been able to record as frequently as we would like to, or as I would like to. And it has therefore meant that I'm kind of experiencing some real withdrawal symptom, guys, because I realized that my podcast was a positive outlet for me. And again, it was a de-stressor. A funny story. So guys, I don't know if well, it's funny to me. So I've got a funny story, which is also an embarrassing moment at the same time. So guys, when I was pregnant, so I gave birth in 2017. In May, I gave birth to my son in May 2017. So I must have been like in my final trimester. So it must have been around April or even May. I literally was probably weeks away from dropping my baby when this funny / embarrassing moment happened to me. So I was sitting in my apartment, my flat one day, my husband and I, again, it must have been on a weekend because me and my husband were both home. And I was sitting on my bed, and it was hot, guys. It was so hot. It was so hot, as in the heat was just on 100 that day. Don't know what was going on. So I remember just sitting on my bed, literally butt ass naked, guys, naked on my bed, as you do mid-afternoon. And I had like literally breast out, butt out, big belly, and no wig on. Guys, I was butt ass naked, and I was sitting on my bed. My husband and I were having a conversation. And for some reason, I don't know if this ever happens to you guys, but you're having a conversation, but your eye is fixated in one direction. So I was having a conversation, I can hear what my husband was saying. I was responding back to him and everything. And my eye was just, for some reason, watching the front door. So where my bedroom is, I can see my front door. It's quite a distance. It's not like I can just quickly run and get to it. So anyway, I guess, do you know where I'm going with this? Anyway, let me continue. So yes, I was sitting down on the bed and I could see the front door. So as I'm having the conversation, I could see my front door, the handle of my front door, kind of going like, so basically it was going down. So it was going down as if someone was opening my front door. So guys, I am like literally on my bed, butt ass naked, tits out, bum out, everything, belly, no wig, sitting on my bed. So another thing I need to tell you guys, so you can understand the story. When I became pregnant, my voice changed. So this must have been a massive hormonal change, because it has not reverted back to what it used to be prior to when I was pregnant. So everyone who has known me before now, or known me before I was pregnant or married, had always known Georgina to have a high-pitched voice. And during the course of my pregnancy, as I said, my voice got deeper. So anyway, fast forward now, back to the story. So yes, the door is opening, I'm sitting on the bed naked and everything. And all of a sudden, I see this guy, a big white guy. He was probably like 6 foot something, like 6'5". Like, guys, he was tall as heck. He came walking through my front door, and guys, I was shocked, confused, gobsmacked, every kind of thing that you could think of. I was confused as to what the heck are you doing in my apartment. So all this time, guys, I did not know how to respond. For some reason, my husband obviously didn't hear the door open. He's probably just looking at me like, why is she freezing? Why is she paused? Like, we're mid-conversation. And guys, all I could do in that moment was look at him, and as opposed to alert my husband to someone being in the house, I was just like, and guys, I made that noise, and he was so scared. He must have been so shook, because he was probably thinking, what the heck was that? Was that a man? Was that a woman? This woman had a big belly, no hair, and was butt-ass naked. He ran out the house. All I heard was, sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And then he was out of the house. So guys, that was my funny and / embarrassing moment, because I still don't know. I can't, the worst thing is that I don't know what the guy looks like. I don't remember what he looks like. I saw his hair, I saw his arms, I saw his hand, and I knew that he was tall as heck. But I didn't register any of it or any of his features from his face to download into my memory. So guys, I could be walking past this guy every single day, and he must be thinking, I've seen you before. So yes, that's my embarrassing / funny moment story that I'm going to tell you guys. So just as a disclaimer, guys, I have got a couple of Instagram TV videos that have already been released that I will be putting on my YouTube channel. There's only around 2 or 3, so there's not many. So there will be some videos that will be slightly older, a couple of weeks old, but I will be uploading them all very shortly, probably within the same week, just to give you a heads up. However, my new content will be coming once I've released all those previous videos on a weekly basis after that. So guys, I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. My motto this year is to consistently stay consistent. That's what I need to be, is just be consistent. And guys, I'm just gonna do it because, again, like I said, I'm not scared anymore. I did at the beginning think, oh my God, YouTube, like the market is fully saturated, but there's like 8 billion people on this earth or in this world, whatever, or more, who knows. But guys, there is some people, there is someone that will resonate with the content that I'm going to produce. And yeah, I hope it's you. So yes, guys, that's a little bit about myself. So without me going on too much about anything, I just kind of wanted to, again, just kind of sum up to you what I will be talking about on my channel. That's just a bit about myself, and I hope you found some of that useful and you get to kind of know me just a little bit better. But my channel in general, or the content that I will be releasing on a weekly basis, will be things surrounding lifestyle, my family. I love talking about love and relationships and marriage, so those are things that I'll definitely be touching upon. I will be touching on things around, I suppose, my profession as well, working in HR, specializing in recruitment. Those are things that I will touch upon. I love anything to do with like politics, news. I love those sorts of things, and that will definitely be content that will be released in my videos. I'm not going to be giving you beauty tips or hair tips because that's not my forte. But guys, I will try to, I mean, you can't appeal to everyone, but I will be remaining as true as possible. My conversations will always be honest. My conversations will always be authentic. And yes, I hope you follow me on this journey. So remember to follow me on Instagram at Mrs_Jacobs with a Z at the end. And make sure you share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave your comments behind and let's interact, guys. Let me know what you're thinking. Thank you so much for staying with me up until this point, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.